One of the things that I always find often puts people off about our Trend Signal Plus program is the analysis side. Some people say, well, it's too easy. And that is the whole point of, the starter rules is to get people going, get them started, get them moving forward, get that momentum going straight out of the gate. But of course, the analysis side doesn't have to stop. We can keep expanding those skills. So what I want to do is just take a moment to have a look at a couple of charts that are setting up today and see what we can look at to help us to understand where this market is more likely to go. So I'm starting off with an opportunity for pound against the Canadian dollar. It's come up in the scan for tonight. So we're not placing this trade now, but I wanted to just take a quick look at some context. Okay, so one of the things that we're going to do is have a look at to the right hand side here. We've got a buying opportunity setting up. It's a nice looking buy trade. Momentum of the market is up, uptrend on the daily chart, weekly trend, monthly trend, ascending chart pan. There is a series of factors pointing to this market to move to new highs. Now, a brand new trader is going to go straight in with this starter target. It's small, it's bite size. It is exactly that for the reason. It's not there to be optimized. It's to get the good quality target, the high probability to get some profits under our belt and keep us moving forward. And if you remember, if you've watched one of our webinars, the 160,000 or so pips that we've made net since January 2011 is based on using those starter targets and those high probability sort of exit points. But of course, it does leave a lot of pips on the table. And there are certain trades, particularly where a lot of things are aligning, where we can look to go for bigger targets. We just need to make those choices. So when we look at those things on the chart, it does seem very clear that actually there's a lot going for this trade to move to new highs. It's a bit like a football team that is playing at home. They're in form, or their top strikers have just come off the back of 3 hat tricks. Do you know what I mean? They're playing very well. They've been keeping clean sheets, and they're about to play the team at the bottom of the league. It's that sort of an opportunity where they're not so likely to scrape a win. They're more likely to have a big win. So the starter target there, this green line at this point, is really designed around that high probability, get in, get out over a couple of days. But if we wanted to go for more in an opportunity like that, that's where we can select the extended target. And let's watch the green line. That's going to move that green line higher. And that's a good number based on the data we see. So a high proportion of those opportunities like this will also move forward to that green line. It does involve a little bit more trade management. Of course, that trade is going to take maybe a couple more days to get there, which is why the starter is preferred for brand new traders just while they're building their psychology and building their skills. But the extended target is giving us a great opportunity up to that recent high. What else can we look for? Well, one of the things that we can do is look at that recent area of resistance. So the market fell off from here on the 30th of September, and that dotted line came through. This is called a pivot point. So as you become a little bit more skilled, what you can do is look to drag those to where you want them to be. Okay, so it depends on where you are at with your trading and your development so far. But often what I will do is that extended target is a little bit outside of that pivot point. I'll actually just drag it back in a little bit, and I'll use that as my objective. Why? Because the market is likely to find some resistance at that point. So my target just wants to be slightly on the inside. So what I'm trying to do is demonstrate that there is some skill here in the way in which we can develop our trading. We start off with that structured bite-sized target is the minimum we would expect this opportunity to go. That's what the starter is for. And then we can look to optimize from there. And if you think about some of those other opportunities, you think about moving the movement down here. I know there's no sniper trade, but notice how the price came down to that previous support level, stopped, hit it, reversed. And we'll see that time and time again. So for example, this move higher, hit that recent resistance level, stopped, hit it, and then reversed back down again. It's the same process. It repeats and it repeats and it repeats. Even here, as the market moved down here, we then rallied, we hit that pivot point there, and that was pretty much the end of that opportunity as well. So the starting point is one thing, but of course, what we're then teaching you is how to frame an opportunity so you can look to go for bigger targets in certain scenarios. Let's have a look at one more. Let's have a look at Euro Sterling. Really interesting sort of opportunity there. And if I look at this from a starter perspective, the stop's going to be a little bit small for us at this point. So we may not end up taking this trade. We do tend to like trades with a minimum of 40 points as the stop loss on the D1 sniper for Forex trades. But in any case, descending chart pattern, monthly trend, weekly trend, daily trend, this orange line is, well, it's orange, which means it's pointing lower. Momentum is up, but that's okay at this point. Really what we have seen here, and I think, again, context, from a starter perspective, it's an okay enough looking trade. But if you think about what else is kind of going on, well, look, the market, excuse me, market had a big blow up here on the 3rd of October, and there's absolutely no follow through on that whatsoever. All we've actually seen is the market start to continue its more dominant downtrend. So it's a nice enough looking opportunity. And where might the market sort of go from here? Well, similarly, again, you're looking at prices going back to those support levels we talked about before. You can see how the market rallied to that resistance level there, stopped, hit it down. A good target. If you wanted to go something a little bit more optimized, you could always drag that line up there to 83.29, and you've got a nice opportunity there. And 32 points may not sound like a lot, 32 points, but don't forget the euro sterling does simply not move to the same speed as sterling CAD, and it's still not a bad looking opportunity. So I think that hopefully gives you a little bit of context there. We'll see where those two trading opportunities go, but I'll be certainly looking to take those opportunities tonight if they look like this, and I'll be trading them according to how I see the markets at that time. Certainly, as far as a brand new trader is concerned, a couple of things to point out here. Number one, euro sterling, that stop needs to be above 40 pips, and also sterling CAD, that's looking pretty good so far. So we'll keep our lookout for those.
Want to learn how to find profitable trades like this? Register for our free trading webinar and discover the strategies that turn you into a confident trader. Prefer a more hands-on approach? Schedule a one-to-one walkthrough with a senior trader. See our software in action and get those questions answered, and take control of your trading journey.